way more clicking than I was thinking of having to do. But we are here. Correct? We are here.
Click, click, cluck. All right.
Okay, good. Now we're here. Now we're here. Scott Leisure, the ever awesome, ever you have like a cool wardrobe every week. I love it.
Oh, thanks.
The classy and my wonderful friend Jackie Selby. Ladies and
Thank you.
gentlemen,
Thank you.
this
Thank
is
you.
informed opinion.
Welcome to our informed opinion. Hey, shout out to my sister who sends me her old clothes. I could say my wardrobe is provided by Jeanette Boutique.
Jeanette.
Yeah, Janet's closet.
Yeah. She's a big fan of the show.
She's awesome.
Yeah, she's awesome. Ah. And we're on at our normal time. Last week we were delayed.
Yeah.
This week we're here.
Yeah. We're going so dark and so deep into the tunnels tonight that I had to have warm milk with honey in it. I mean, it is going to be bad. Any
Oh,
soothing beverage you can come up with that doesn't have
well,
alcohol.
I've got the informed opinion mug full of
Okay.
the latte. That's why we were a little delayed. We were a couple minutes late because I had to make my latte.
It's
Sorry.
a lag in latte time. Yeah. Latte
Yeah,
lag time.
we've got some underground news tonight. We're
Yeah.
going to go. I'm looking at this list now, and there are a lot of topics. Jackie and we kind of trade our topics back and forth. And then today she sends me the list, and I'm like, oh, I've got like two or three of those on my list. And now that I'm looking at both lists together, a lot of them have to do with like like kind of how the show goes. We bring everybody down into the depths of the horrible headlines that are just forced upon us. And then we try to make some light out of things, and we connect rock and roll and music because that is something that brought us together. And then we end on a happy note and we roll into Friday. Amen.
Yes. Horrible headlines.
Horrible headlines. But oh man, this is awesome, Jackie. What is tomorrow, Jackie?
Cash Friday. Cash Friday.
Watch this.
Where are my bills? Cash Friday. Cash Friday. What is that?
This is the cash cannon, Jackie.
All right.
It's awesome. Santa brought me the cash cannon.
That is
I
fantastic.
knew you would love it. My whole desk is covered in imaginary money now.
Oh, it's
Monopoly.
imaginary. I was going to say, wow, did you go ahead and drain your account for this YouTube video?
It was on special at CBS.
I love it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Beautiful, glorious.
The
So
cash cannon.
just remember, people, cash is king. I
Yeah,
saw
spend cash.
posts.
Yeah, spend cash on Friday. If you can't use cash on Friday for everything, because some people are like, oh, I'm at work and I go to happy hour, use my card. All right, then stop and get some cash and pay cash for everything that you run around and buy on Saturdays. You'll be amazed, just amazed at yourself. You're like, what? This is 120 bucks. Look at all these 20s I'm spending.
And more importantly, it keeps the dollar alive. It holds the dollar's worth.
Well, that's the whole idea. Yeah.
Yes.
Because down the deep, dark tunnel, supposedly in 5 to 6 years, we're going to be off of cash and onto a digital currency. But if we really push back, the whole country of England in 2023 had a higher use of cash than like any time in the past 10 years because of this movement.
Mhm.
Spend cash, cash is king. Check out those hashtags on X or wherever else you want to do your business. But yeah, use your cash.
Yeah. Speaking of X, tonight we are on X and Twitter. We
Hey,
should be.
hey.
We should be all linked up correctly. We're testing a new streaming service with the podcast, hoping to be streaming on X, Twitter, the Informed Opinion Facebook page,
The gram.
the Gram. I'm having a little hang
Okay.
up with it, but
How
I
about
think
boob tube?
we are on YouTube and then my Twitter page as well.
Great.
So hopefully, yeah, the gram is kind of up in the air still.
Well, they'll get it together.
Yeah, we're trying, people. That's all
Yeah,
we can do. We're trying every day. Jackie and I wake up and we were like, how can we make the podcast better?
sure.
And it you know it, we're going to go down in a hole, but this thing has come up, and it's just kind of grown, and we're pleased with our progress. We like what we're doing. We like bringing you information. We like
Hmm.
expanding your minds maybe a little bit, and allowing you to explore information on your own. And yeah, we just like to get that little hamster in your mind a little rolling.
Or even better, feel the subject matter that we're discussing.
Mhm.
See if it feels right to you, because that's the one thing people are like, oh, this is information. But what about how it feels? Does it feel right?
Does it feel like Lee Harvey is really that good of a shot?
Oh my God. And the guy who owned the depository, I'm just saying, all right.
Carry on. Okay.
Ooh. You want to go down the
Whoa.
tunnel? Which tunnel do
Okay.
you want to go down?
I'm going to start a little. Uh, let's talk about Zuckerberg.
Okay.
That's one tunnel.
The Zuck.
We have a tunnel theme going on the
We
podcast
do.
tonight.
So Zuck, a couple of years ago, bought this ranch on Kauai in Hawaii.
Mhm.
It's not the only place he owns, but it is the largest private real estate project ever, as far as dollars and real estate acreage is concerned. So he lives there and he's growing beef at his ranch. He says it's some of the highest quality beef in the world. The cows eat macadamia nuts and drink beer for their feed, which he produces all the nuts and everything on his ranch. Now, I don't know how many football fields fit on his ranch, but it's a lot of football fields. It's the biggest thing. Anyways, it's like I said, largest private real estate project ever. And not only do they feed these wonderful cows this wonderful diet, but he's building an underground home too.
Yes,
Now,
tunnel number one.
right, tunnel number one, they have this fence all the way around the property. And the people who work on it have to sign non-disclosure agreements, NDAs,
Mhm.
or they can't work there, but it's highly, highly, highly paid work. But sometimes somebody will get a snapshot or a video or sneak some information from one of the architects that are involved. And I mean, the thing is going to be 12 buildings on the ranch, and then all of them are going to have tunnels. It's going to be soundproof, waterproof, airproof, have its own power supply, have its own air supply. I mean, everything. And then the food that he's growing is all going to be stashed down there.
Air Supply. That's a good name for a band.
Air
Um,
supply. Somebody should do that.
so
Now, aren't they
all
trying to
of
get rid
all
of people who grow beef? And now he's growing the beef? Sorry.
with this ginormous underground lair that
Mm-hmm.
he's building. 4 words. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Why?
Yeah. What would Mark Zuckerberg want with an underground lair?
I
Somebody
guess
else
it's
had a,
pop.
oh, it was, I mean, it's not an underground lair, but I saw a thing, and it's Barbara Streisand in her like deep basement of her home is like a museum of all of these dresses, and just like,
Oh,
why?
I think that was on CBS Sunday Morning or something.
I was watching CBS Sunday Morning. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got her own bunker. So I guess all the
Mhm.
billionaires are all building these extravagant places with underground tunnels. Why? Do they really think there's going to be a nuclear bomb? Come on.
How many of them are on the list?
Oh.
Connections. Barbara Streisand's on the list, isn't she? I think so.
Did she go?
I could be wrong. I don't want to misquote the list.
Oh no.
I don't want to get in trouble. People have been having to come out against the list and this and that. Okay, but that's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother ball of wax.
Yeah.
So, anyways, growing this beef, this is upsetting. Like they're trying to get rid of people that grow beef, and this is the most exclusive kind of beef there is to grow. Anyway, farm, ranch.
Well, there's always all that ranching space in Ukraine
Oh boy.
that's going to be owned by. We talked about it yesterday when we spoke.
Yeah.
What am I blaming everything that is wrong in the world on from now on out?
Rock of the Black.
Rock of the Black. Black Rock is going to own Ukraine and all of those very healthy and lush farmlands.
The breadbasket of Europe.
It's all BlackRock's fault from here on out. Everything.
Before it was China. Now it's BlackRock.
Now it's BlackRock. BlackRock.
BlackRock. I think they're the same. Okay. How about this New York City tunnel?
I can't say what we were.
No, don't say it.
It's not politically correct.
But it's under the Chabad building. And you probably saw some of the video. I don't think it was on regular news, but they were digging guys out of there, and they were all dressed with the black hats and the.
Didn't somebody report like structural issues at the buildings, and then these guys went to go check, and they were like, "Oh, wait a minute, there's a whole Carlsbad cavern underneath here." Mm-hmm. You know.
Apparently, they wanted to expand the property, but they didn't want to submit permits.
So they hired
to dig holes. Anyway, so
migrants.
They were pulling mattresses out of there with dirty looking mattresses and who was on, there was plenty of guys to do the job because they're bringing them in.
Busting them right over. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, they made a bunch of arrests and crashing the tunnel in and all that stuff.
Yeah, they had to come in back and fill it up.
Mm-hmm. I mean, what kind of weirdo things are happening?
I don't have a tunnel built in my home. Do you have a tunnel built yet? In the Selby Palace? No. Okay. Just checking this guy. Okay. So that's 2 tunnels we've gone down.
2 tunnels we've gone down.
This guy, I couldn't find a good food related funky story. We had the Waffle House guy and the donuts and all that. This is just about as good though, if not better. Here on Informed Opinion. Thank you for listening, by the way.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
So this guy in Brazil, he had a dream that there was gold beneath his house. So he got in his kitchen, cut a hole, and started digging and digging. Okay. Are you with me so far, Jackie Selby?
Yes, he's digging. He's going to be in China pretty soon. Go ahead.
He dug 130 feet down under his kitchen, looking for the gold that he dreamed of. Now, everybody, Jackie, dreams of gold. Not everybody digs under their kitchen. Well, there's more.
What did he find?
Well, he fell in the hole and died, Jackie.
Oh, no.
Right? Dreams die hard, Jackie.
Wow.
That's the moral of the story. Dreams die hard.
Bang. No wife or anything?
Didn't get that far into the story, really. I just, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. That's bananas. All right. Want me to talk about, you know who, Fauci?
Fauci.
FF Fauci.
China.
BlackRock. So there's a Senate Select Subcommittee.
Okay.
Sorry, it's a House Select Subcommittee.
Can you say Senate Select Subcommittee 5
No,
times?
it's House instead of Senate. Sorry about that. It's in the House.
Way to get out of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. Well, they're having this on the Rona. The subject is the Rona. And Fauci admitted to lack of scientific basis for the 6 feet social distancing.
That was a lot of stickers, adhesive tape. They had to put circles down where you're standing in your circle. Remember all of that? It seems so long ago.
It kind of does. Okay, so he testified that he had no idea what was happening. This is, how do you say this? No idea what was happening at the National Institute of Health, the agency that he's headed for 35 years. He approved all grants. Crack is bad. He did admit to approving all grants for anything that's being, they send the money to Wuhan. Anyway, he approved all grants to all labs, but he did not look at the grants. Nor did he recall over 100 questioned details relating to the pandemic. I don't recall. I don't recall. I don't recall. I don't recall.
We're still
100
talking
times.
about Anthony Fauci, correct?
Yes. Fuck face Fauci.
Whoa. Oh, man. Jackie just went down the hole. 130 feet down the hole.
Digging for gold, baby.
Digging for a dream. Digging for a dream.
Oh my gosh. So that was Monday and Tuesday. We'll see more news on that. Of course, I didn't see that on the news either. They just
Hold, please. I need to see if I can find this story. In the meantime,
yes.
Costco has gone away with the churros.
They stopped.
They've replaced them with, I guess, big chocolate chip cookies until they run out. I mean, I'm sure they have a backstock. You'll get some churros, maybe maybe they've got some stashed. Maybe they've got some buried in a hole in their kitchen. I don't know.
Big long ones filled with chocolate or what?
Yeah, but they're replacing them. They're gone, Jackie. It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, so I heard a podcast, the very last podcast that Charlie Munger did from Berkshire Hathaway, which is the chief investor in Costco that made them who they are. Okay. And he said, he just died a couple weeks ago. And the old man said, at Costco, they only get things that are 100% sustainable year after year after year. So he's probably rolling in his grave that they couldn't sustain the sales of those churros. He's like, you broke the rules.
Well, speaking of rolling in his grave, we just have this connection, Jackie. There is an AI George Carlin special out. Have you seen that on YouTube?
No.
I'm gonna post the link because it really doesn't do it any justice until you watch it. They've AI generated the pausing in his voice, the way he delivers his material, and it sounds like George Carlin, man. I mean, not like he's there, but it's creepy, Jackie.
So is there new material in it? What are they making him say?
Well, the little bit that I listened to, he starts off kind of complaining because he's dead. Which, if George Carlin was talking right now, I would think he would probably be complaining about being dead, or he'd make some joke about death, right? That's Carlin, classic, So I will post that. Be looking for that on the Informed Opinion Facebook page.
Okay.
When we get done, I'll get it up there.
All right.
For all to enjoy.
All to see.
Mm-hmm. We are here for you.
Yes.
Oh, man. Chemical fast food chicken, go.
Oh, my gosh. All right. Now, people, when you send your kid to school to be an engineer, a chemical engineer, guess what job they're not going to work for Dow Chemical doing, working on petroleum and digging and finding better sources. No, they are going to develop be a scientist to develop chemicals to add in food. And that is a big thing around here, around the Research Triangle.
Mhm.
Huge business after business after business. Anyway, so here's how many man-made chemicals are found in a Chick-fil-A regular breaded fried sandwich. Man-made, 50. Now, 50, I know crack's bad. And in Popeye's chicken, regular fried chicken, 40 man-made chemicals.
BlackRock. Does BlackRock own Chick-fil-A?
No, the Mormons do.
Does BlackRock own the Church of Latter-day Saints?
They must.
Go on.
That's what I had. Now, when I was walking around going to last spring, um, garage sales, and I came across these two ladies who were selling a whole bunch of science books, chemistry, science, all these old, thick textbooks. I thought they were old looking.
Yeah, she
And
blinded me with science.
science. And I said, "What are you guys, a
Science.
couple of scientists?" And they're like, "Yeah, we just retired from the company after 30 years
What?
of making DiGiorno pizza taste good and make it shelf stable. No refrigeration on those DiGiorno pizzas, you know. They're
Mhm.
just hanging on the end cap when you walk through the store. Yeah, I'm
Mhm.
going to get this pizza. It's not refrigerated. 30 years they worked on all the chemicals to make that taste good and to be shelf stable. She was
Science.
science. She was retiring after doing that.
Okay. Where's that list?
So when you're
Zuckerberg's
sending your
bunker.
kids to School of Mines, they are not going to study mining. F to the
Speaking
I to the
of
YYY.
digging holes,
Yeah.
Zuckerberg's bunker.
Mm-hmm.
Bunkerberg Zucker.
Rubber baby bubby bunkers.
12-story dream hole. AI George Carlin. Costco churros. Oh, I can't say that right. The underground tunnels in the synagogue or wherever they were.
What is that thing organization? It's called the Chabad movement.
Yes, they are. They're a different like branch, or
Okay, I have to look that up.
I caught a little of it today. I can't. I don't.
Okay.
I didn't retain enough of it to
All right.
Costco churros. Oh, what about the 100 or so police officers that rolled up to the Florida Mall for those 20 kids that were firing off fireworks?
What in the world? And then people are saying, there's aliens landing at this mall in Miami.
Giant shadows.
You know, remember how to make the shadows on the wall with your hands and stuff? Come on, people.
Oh man, got a story about that.
You
Okay.
don't think they have advanced technology to project these things? And people
Okay.
were running, aliens.
Back in my reckless days, Jackie,
Yes.
a friend of mine and I, we got stopped by law enforcement,
Mm-hmm.
and he pulled us over, and his spot was shining on us, but there's a brick wall in front of us, and it was like silhouettes of us on the wall.
Uh-oh.
So we're like pulling bunnies on the wall, and you know,
Yeah.
doing
Sharks.
the gator, and the fine officer of the law that night approached the vehicle and kind of looked across at us and said, "Are you guys having fun?" That's how he greeted us. And our response was, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Doesn't it look like it? What could go wrong? That's where I will end that story.
Did you get picked up?
No,
Oh,
we
thank
had to tail
goodness.
that out. We had to tail that out.
Oh, phew.
So they're just running our licenses
Oh,
and
thank
all that good
goodness.
stuff. Yeah.
All
So
right, what else?
AI George Carlin. Uh, Hunter Biden. Did you catch that video clip of the
Of him leaving the
with the guy yelling at him, asking him what
mhm.
kind of crack he smoked and if he was on crack right then? And did you
He
catch
just got
that?
up and left.
Hunter Biden.
Mhm.
Mm. Let's see. Zuckerberg. Yeah. Looks like we've covered it.
I think we have.
NASA delayed their moon landing. Um, okay. All right. We didn't go too bad. I don't feel like I'm digging us out of a horrible hole, but we will start. We will start the slow ascent
All right.
with the thrift store.
Okay. Thrift store Bible time.
As we know, it's kind of a different version. This is Peter.
Okay. Yeah, we don't know. This is kind of just a weird version of the Bible.
Peter 4:7. The end of all things is near. Therefore, be clear minded and self controlled so that you can pray. Above all, love each other deeply because love covers over a multitude of sins. Offer hospitality to one another without grumbling, Jackie.
No grumbling.
Let that guy in front of you. You
Okay.
you entered hospitality. Let him over.
All right.
Unless he waited till the last second in traffic when he knew he had to get over like a half a mile ago. Then do
Zzz.
not let that guy in.
No hospitality there.
Each one should use whatever gift he has received to serve others,
Mm-hmm.
faithfully administering God's grace in its various forms. The wild dogs cry out in the night
Oh boy, here we go.
as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right, as sure as Kilimanjaro rises
Oh.
like Olympus above the Serengeti. I
Oh my
seek to
gosh.
cure what's deep inside,
Oh.
frightened of the thing that I've
Things that I
become.
become. Nice. See, you just have to love the thrift store Bible.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Do you want songs and then prayer? Prayer and then
Sure.
songs.
Sure.
Either way.
All right. Listen, I've got your prayer for you. It's really easy. It's really a Hans Christian Andersen quote. The whole world is a series of miracles, but we're so used to them that we call them ordinary things.
Mm-hmm.
If you got up today, you got yourself to work, got the kids ready, got the dog out,
The simple things are for sure they're blessings. Yeah.
got your tires rotated.
Got my tires rotated after 2 hours.
Oh no.
And then Selby, check this out. I spend 45 minutes roaming around the Costco,
Oh
picking up
boy.
a few things. She told me to be back in an hour, hour and a half.
Oh my God. That seems like a long time.
Right. But I'm like, okay. I go back into the tire center with my box of goods. And I sit there for like another 45 minutes,
Oh
50.
my God.
Remember when I was talking to you on the phone and you were like, how long are they keeping you hostage there?
Yeah. Oh,
Like
Jesus.
at one point after the conversation, I was like, I am being held hostage right now.
Yep.
So then I'm on my phone. I get a call, and I'm seriously the only person sitting in the lobby. And I'm like, they are not really calling me to tell me that. So I let it go. And then the girl who checked me in, who saw me sitting there, saw me come back in, is like, Scott, is my car ready? Yeah, that's me. I'm Scott. The only one here. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I was having this discussion earlier in the week. A couple people. I think the Zoomer asked me about something, and I said, just expect 80% of the things you have to do when you're adulting in the world,
Mm.
you're going to have to redo some sort of work on it at some point. Am I right? I bought wiper blades the other day. What did I have to do? Take them back because why? They sold me the wrong ones.
Mm-mm.
Expect it. You just have to expect double work because everything's upside down.
It is upside down. Now, when I go to the AutoZone, I make the dude come out and do it.
That's where I fucked up.
And they're
But
usually happy to do it.
if she's gonna sell me 10-year incorrect wiper blades,
Mm.
I wouldn't have trusted her. Oh, I didn't know at the time, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do? You have to do things twice. You're just
Mhm.
looking, just double check. Watch your back, double check, stay in your lanes, you know?
You're right, though. We have to check everyone's work. You're absolutely right. Make sure they don't, operate on the wrong side of your body or take the wrong tooth out.
And that 100 ever do.
Got your book?
Stop the rains down in Africa. Yeah. All right. The 1001 songs you must hear before you die.
Okay. But the alternate list is
And we will never get through this book before we die.
no,
So,
but the other list is songs that we never want to hear again.
yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh, I will quote myself from earlier today in a discussion and hate on me like you did last week with that stupid
Oh,
Oasis song.
Champagne supernova. Champagne supernova in the sky.
Where were you when we were getting high?
Yep.
That song has been stuck in my head
Oh,
all week long.
I'm sorry.
Pink Floyd can go away and never come back, and I would be okay with it.
I know you told me yes.
Just going to say it. All right. First song, 1965.
Oh,
The band, The Supremes. Stop in the Name of Love.
stop in the name of love before you.
Think it over. There we go. All right. Okay. So this goes on the both theme. And probably like last week, the second song, I will say, can go away, never be heard from again.
Okay, all
And
right.
Jackie's going to go,
You know,
oh, no.
I love that song.
I
Go
love that
ahead.
song.
Go ahead.
1984.
Uh-oh.
What is that, 40 years ago?
There's a high likelihood that I'll like this song. Go ahead.
Oh, I can't even I get like this taste in my mouth, even uttering this guy's name. Don Henley,
Oh, yeah.
The
Oh,
Boys of Summer.
oh.
Okay, cool. Where's my water? I got to get that taste out of my mouth.
Me too. Hold on. Ugh.
I saw a deadhead sticker on a Cadillac.
Now stop. You're
Paybacks.
stick in my head.
That's an Oasis
Hey
payback.
Siri, play Oasis. All right,
Your Siri
Scott.
sucks. He'll bring up Bruce Lee.
Playing Oasis on Spotify. You can always ask me to switch to a different app.
Fuck you, Siri.
Oh,
Siri's owned by BlackRock. You know that, right?
oh my gosh. Here comes Wonderwall. Sorry.
Wonderwall's okay.
It's just a champagne supernova you don't like?
Yeah, it's too much.
All
That
right,
was
Scott.
fun.
See you next time.
4:00 next week. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your friends, enemies' friends. And yeah, be liking the posts, be sharing the posts. Send us messages. We love it.
Yeah, we love it.
And yeah, next week we'll rock and roll. Let's do it.
Champagne supernova.
Let's do it.